I'm very glad that you find the time to discuss about the Unternehmen GOMS, your engagement in this project and prospectus and your recommendation for future potential, your experience as a source of inspiration for Polish mountain region.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for the invitation again.
So, Sebastian, could you be so kind to tell us a little bit how the idea of your initiative Unternehmen GOMS started? When and how?
Yeah, as you were there together.
Yes.
It's on your benchmarking platform. And our region is very small, you know, it's in the Alps. It's in the Alps, it's not dense populated with 5,000 inhabitants. We had a big problem since 2-3 decades of depopulation, especially the young people are leaving the country because of going to the cities.
Mm-hmm.
They have other or better job opportunities and all that. So we were thinking about what to do there. What are our potentials? Where is our future?
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we have a lack of good job opportunities. We
Mm-hmm.
have a lack of added value we create. So that young people, they don't see potential.
Yep.
And then we thought we have to do economic projects to see a future for them, that they can see a future.
I see. Could you be so kind to tell us about when you saw the problem and then you realized that it is necessary to do something about it? So first you had an idea, or first you decided you want to create association or any form of institution? How it goes? What was the first?
Yes, that's normally it goes together. So we thought we have to do something people can see. So we said we want to we create a vision,
Mm-hmm.
or we defined a vision. Our vision was that we said we saw a lot of potentials in renewable energy.
Mm-hmm.
So connected it to tourism, because our region is there is a rich potential for renewable
Mm-hmm.
energy, a lot of biomass, sun, and it's a beautiful country, as you know.
Yes,
And
sure.
at the other time, we have the economics is not well structured, so we have a lot of companies in the tourism and in construction.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought maybe we bring this together with the vision of let's become the first energy region in the Swiss Alps. And that was our vision. And then we created an association, a small association with people who were really working. So it's
Mm-hmm.
important for us that you have a body where you
Mm-hmm.
can hang on your projects.
Yeah.
Where you have the legitimation to make
Yes.
something, where you have the connection to the public, to the communities, but also to fundings, and that you have you need a body. So
Yes.
it was at the same time we created it very fast, and we decided we don't want to make big structures, we
Mm-hmm.
make small structures. Some people, a few people, and we want to put our energy in the realization of
Mm-hmm.
projects, so we can show what is possible in the region.
You touch upon the question of a challenge of creation of association. Was it difficult to find a group, to convince people to be engaged in the association?
You know, we just took the way that we put together the people who we know they would like to work together. So
Mm-hmm.
people have to fit together.
Yes.
They put in a lot of work, a lot of manpower, their free time, and they have to be very enthusiastic, very
Mm-hmm.
motivated. So they have to be also there has to be a good ambiance,
Mm-hmm.
a good team spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow it's difficult to have the right persons to convince them, to motivate them, to see what are their interests. And on the other side, when it's working, and then you just keep the team motivated. But it's always, you always work on this. But we didn't make it too complicated. So we just took people together we thought they are able and willing, and they will spend their time.
I have a question concerning some of you guys are from living currently out of the region.
Yes.
So is it does it bring value to the association that some of your members are now living in Zurich, in Bern, and elsewhere?
Yes. Yes, there are advantages and disadvantages. So for us, working in the project in the energy region is always more work, because we have to go there. But on the other hand, you see other things. You are connected. You have your network. Your business is in other places too. So you bring other mentality, maybe other network, or other know-how. And sometimes these projects are not easy. So sometimes it's good that you can leave someday, because when you are in this process of change of there are always also conflicts. So sometimes it's good that you just can go and say, okay, I have another life too.
I see. So going further, you mentioned that you had a vision. What was your first project, like the beginning, first success, if you may define, something which keep you convinced that you are on the good track, if you can recall, because I understand you are with the association from the beginning. Am I right?
Not really. I joined the association 4 years after starting. I was in loose contact with them. But I'm not born really in this region.
I see.
On the border.
I see.
So I was in loose contact with the guys who are, because I work in the same domain. In regional development and empowerment of people. It's my main business, so I knew what they do.
I see.
So I don't really, you got me right, I don't really remember the first big success project, but we started with, we had some fundings to make a feasibility study to evaluate all possibilities of renewable energy.
I see.
Like what's the potential in biomass, in wood, in heating, in warm water, and so we had a good, like a plan, potential plan, and then there are some programs, so we helped companies and people to apply for fundings to realize energy projects.
I see.
And then we had a big success with the schools. We decided, on one hand, we want to create added value straight, on the other hand, we want to sensibilize the people for sustainable development and also for getting active in the region. So from the beginning, we had a teacher in our team. He's very enthusiastic also in this thematic, and every year he made 1 or 2 projects with the school kids.
Yes.
And we made fun projects, like a race from one region, Wallis, from the Alps to the other side of Switzerland, with electric bikes, and so they get to know other things of mobility systems. And there's a lot. It's important to have fun too.
Sure.
It's, when you speak with, when you can motivate. It's easy to go with children, and
yes, because
then they talk with their parents.
Then
they, what are you doing there? Oh, really? And the parents, they speak together, and they speak in the restaurant about that. It's a good way to initiate discussions and other things. So I would say we were very lucky with this.
But as far as I'm concerned, you are not only working with a soft project, but also you are engaged like infrastructure project.
Yeah, we installed a lot of photovoltaic, but it wouldn't be serious to talk how many roofs. But one of our big successes, we changed the heating system of a whole village, like the Musikdorf, music village, Ernen, we visited. You remember there's a lot of wood, so we created a big heating system with wood chips, and it was tubes going with the heat to the all these historic houses. Some of them more than 500 years old, So last summer we had everything was under construction to
Yes.
build. This was for us it's a big success
Mhm.
project. More I guess 100 houses are
Yes.
connected, and we had to convince every owner the advantages, disadvantages, and to make a good price for the next years. And now it's
You know,
for us it's a real light tower project.
so let me focus a little bit about this project because it's particularly interesting from the point of view of Polish perspective. How you convinced inhabitants of Ernen to pay a little bit more for what you get, they received, in order for future benefits for environment and for themselves?
Yes, we just went. We made public information evenings to inform about the projects, and then we really went. We made kitchen table rounds. So we went to every household, and we were talking about the project. What does it mean? What is the future of energy? Why should we change the system? What is the added value for the region? Why should we use our wood? Why not the oil from we import? What are the advantages? And so the price at the moment is not much higher, and but we had a guarantee on the price.
I see.
With the oil price, you don't know how it's changing. So yes, but it was a lot of work. So we really had to go to everybody, and especially when you make a new heating system and you just changed your system in your house. It's normally you have it for 20 years. So
Yes.
you have to be. It's a complicated. You're never on the right time because
Sure.
it's never for the. But so it was hard work, and people are very happy, and the impacts are very interesting. So the village, or when we speak with the president or mayor, they are very proud of this. They put it on their image. They were, and it's an infrastructure project for energy, but
Yes.
it has a lot of all impacts. We had 3 associations who were caring for the wood, for the forest, and to make this big project, infrastructure project, they had to become one company.
I see.
So this heating system, they had an influence on the structure of the company. So they made one company out of 3.
I see.
And now it's a very innovative company, Forst GOMS, and they just won the biggest award in Switzerland for sustainable forest maintenance. So they changed the company, they changed also the maintenance, and they could afford other machines and implement other working system, other processes. And so this was for us, it's a good example that you can make with an energy infrastructure project. You have impact also on structures.
I see.
On the companies, and that's the interesting thing because to create innovative companies.
I see. So, let me touch upon another success story of yours, which is Furka Tunnel.
Yes.
Could you be so kind to tell a little bit about the ground of these efforts? Why you even thought it's interesting, and how it was realized, how you approach it?
Yeah, when in the Alps, some people speak they are like Swiss cheese, tunnels everywhere. And inside you have the heat. In the Furka tunnel, it's a train tunnel. You have about the whole year, the water is coming with 16 degrees. And when they built the tunnel in the 1980s, they collected the water to heat the next village.
I see.
But not just a part of the village. But they didn't collect all of it, so there was a big loss always. And now there is a renovation of the tunnel, and we thought it's a right time to make it better, the collection. So it's just we were prepared when there is something going on. We just went to speak with the owner of the tunnel, with this train company, with the community, and the next community. Now we want to bring this heat from 2 weeks, to use it from the entire village almost, and then to bring it to the next and start the next.
See.
So it's a really big project, but because we are successful with this heating in Erden, it helps us a lot, and people like it. You don't have your own heating system in your house.
Yes.
You have a lot more space.
Yes, sure.
And you see, you don't have a lot of space in the Alps. So it's good. You can put your wine in instead of the oil.
We can talk for hours about various successes of association, but is there anything particular which you find interesting from the point of view of Polish listeners about the association, which you would like to bring forward as the, muster?
There's always potential in the region, and when we were visiting this Małopolska region the last 2 days, you showed us different places and project ideas, and people are very enthusiastic to do that, and their potentials are big. So for us it was important to have a clear vision, because the thing we do is not very normal for the regions. Why should we do that? And so it's easy to have a vision you can say in one sentence.
Okay.
So you don't lose your way. And for us it was very important that we connect all the projects with the vision. Why do we do the project? Because we have this vision.
I see.
And it's, in regional development, it's because everybody has a lot of ideas always. It's the main problem I see. Once you go there, once there, back. Of course, it's always one back too, but you should focus on go like this and not like this.
Sure.
And then we need realization of projects, real things with real added value, with real results, not just paper.
Yeah.
So we had the way where we go, and we take the opportunities. It's you see the opportunities, you're always open, and you take the ideas and you try to put it in this way. And there I see the big advantage of us, because we were always, our association, we are working as volunteers, so we don't have a lot of time. So when we work, we have to focus. So that's our thing to bring it in this direction. And that I would hard recommend to have light tower projects. Realize that you can show what's possible.
Yes.
Projects you can bring into the media.
Yes.
Interesting, crazy things like we put this photovoltaic on the avalanche.
Yes.
Avalanche.
Yes.
How you say it? This protection system.
Yes.
Crazy things, or we make photovoltaic with telecabins.
Oh.
Just the unexpected.
Yes.
And with this you go to the media, and your region is in the media with the innovative projects. Oh, yes, good. And then you use it to communicate where you want to go.
I see. Good. So, and based on what you said, and based on your past experiences, what you perceive as a future for your association in, let's say, for the next 2-3 years? Are there any plans, or if you may share, of course, your
Yes, there are plenty of plans. And we are very happy that there are more people getting involved, and more ideas and more plans. For us, one thing is we think it's the start where we started, and the region is not. We have interesting stories, interesting projects, interesting people. We could learn from the stories. So we want to become, as excursion region. We want to become a region where other groups like you did it. You make study visits.
Yep.
For us, it's important, so we can think about what we do. We have a contact with you. We can reflect. like a reflections over how we do it. We have the transfer from your know-how, your questions, and your ideas, your projects. We can exchange. For us, it's a good opportunity to valorize the projects in another way, like to use it for international exchange or to increase the network or develop other cooperation projects like we did in this benchmarking platform, and also to bring in new people. That's like they create also added value and accommodation. They eat, they stay there, they buy regional products, and just another way of tourism. And maybe they come back as tourists too, or they speak another people.
Yes.
That's one. So it is becoming a study visit region. And we are developing this, and we are happy that we had a test with you that how it works. And we are looking forward to the future collaboration. And the other thing is we want to make a special plan where we use or produce which energy in the region. So like organize it a little bit that which villages for what, how to. It's an intercommunal agreement where we use what. But we just there we are just on the start. It's a new thing for Switzerland, and we want to be a model region in this.
I see.
So it's it's not everywhere is going the same. So we have to plan it. Like biomass, for example, we have to plan it good. Where to do it? Where is the biggest potential? The shortest transport system.
Yes.
The best use, and so things that like. Just to bring these 20 communities together to agree.
Yeah, it's not easy, I guess.
It's interesting.
Sure. So, on the other token, you have been for a couple of days in Poland, but earlier on we've been working together for some months. What was the most surprising when you came to Poland? You saw local governments of Podegrodzie, you saw the local government's representative of Czorsztyn, of Bukowina, but you have a general overview about Malopolska and mountains. What was the most surprising, was touching? What was your impression after the bench learning visit and now after your visit here?
I didn't think about it. It's a difficult question, but one nice thing, we just got to know your group in the energy region of GOMS. We were happy to accommodate you there, and then now we had the opportunity to visit almost all of them here back in their own organizations context. And that was for us, it was the most important thing to see. Oh yes, what are you doing and how are you and what you're working, but I cannot say what's the most surprising. I would say it's a high potential, beautiful country, and they're very dynamic people. So people are willing to do that, and we like it.
Good. So I'm very glad that we had a chance to have this opportunity to exchange and learn from your perspective about Poland, about Switzerland, about future cooperation. I'm sure we can return to our discussion at a later stage in some months, maybe on your return trip to Poland later this year. Yes, thank you very much.
And it's always very inspiring working together and speaking and seeing, because you see things another way, and so it makes us think about how we could change the things too. It's both ways.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.